everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. From inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Wide open downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Yellow Jackets are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Miranda. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Hokies offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. The Hokies will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Miranda. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. This is a designed run. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw... Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Sets up the screen. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Third down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field and cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Puts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
To the air, it's Miranda. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past this. And they get him down at the 35.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Marches ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw. It's Miranda. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
This one's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Yellow Jackets have it with a first and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
The Hokies will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Hokies are on the move. Single back formation, and they give it to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on 1st down from the 43. They go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the 16-play drive, they're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking downfield, it's Miranda. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense not getting fooled? 2nd and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets them in a 3rd and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making play.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Makes the quick grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The give to the tailback. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come?
Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Under fire. They've got the screen set up. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Got his man in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Give to the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Miranda. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
On the option. Slithers into space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. The give to the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Using the quick game, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this...
Oh, he's got some space. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sticks it in his belly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Calls his own number. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.